Did you always want to be involved in the music business, Holly?
I don't think it was a conscious thought. Of course, I grew up around music, and my family was very musical, and it was definitely something that I did a lot as a hobby. Some kids are into sports, I was into music, and by the time I got out of college, I knew pretty much that that's what I wanted to do. And my brother Chris had moved here, I guess when I was about a junior in college, he came out here. And I didn't move out here, but I came out here and stayed a couple of weeks with him one summer, and kind of got a feel for it and realized that, yeah, there was a living to be made by some lucky souls in the business. So when I graduated from school, I moved out here 2 weeks later and got a position 10 months after that with CBS Songs as a staff songwriter, and the rest is kind of music history.
When was Daddy's Hands written?
That was written 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago. Wrote it for Dad just as a Father's Day gift. Never really intended to do anything else with it. And turned it in over at CBS Songs just for the credit in my song catalog. Yeah. And lo and behold, the Whites heard it and ended up recording it. And then I wanted to do it on my album just to have it on vinyl. It was something permanent from me to my dad, and even though he had already heard it.
Who sings backup with you in the song Daddy Sings?
Well, I'm doing the female background part, and then my brother Chris does the male part. And actually, he sings with me quite a bit. We help each other out. Makes it kind of nice.
Holly, you show so much versatility in your singing. Do you contribute this to your upbringing, or, I mean, through your church?
Yeah. I was just influenced by a lot of different styles of music. My dad was into opera and a lot of heavy, long hair music, and Sonny James is a good, close family friend, and so I got a little country smattering there, and then when I was growing up, I really listened to pop, the Beatles, and James Taylor, and Carole King, people like that. And they're such fantastic songwriters that really helped with my songwriting skills. And I can do a wide variety of music, but and I think the first album, that's obvious, but we're going to try to focus a little bit more and bring it back down a little more country this time.
How do you feel about country music today and how it's going?
But I think it's good. I think what's happening will enable more people to be exposed to country music in general. It'll definitely help that a lot, and it's great. I love what's happening out there, and I think there's room for everything. I think there's room for Randy Travis, and I think there's room for Roseanne Cash, and all the rest of us that sort of fall in between.
I remember Daddy's hands folded silently in prayer, and reaching out to hold me when I had a nightmare. You could read quite a story in the calluses and lines. Years of work and worry had left their mark behind. I remember Daddy's hands, how they held my mama tight and patted my back for something done right. There are things that I've forgotten that I loved about the man, but I'll always remember the love in Daddy's hands. Daddy's hands were soft and kind when I was crying. Daddy's hands were hard as steel when I'd done wrong. Daddy's hands weren't always gentle, but I've come to understand there was always love in Daddy's hands. do things over, I'd live my life again and never take for granted the love in Daddy's hands. Daddy's hands were soft and kind when I was crying. Daddy's hands were hard as steel when I'd done wrong. Daddy's hands weren't always gentle, but I've come to understand there was always love in Daddy's hands. Daddy's hands were soft and kind when I was crying. Daddy's